What's up, guys? Sam Adams here, and tonight I want to talk to you on the topic of Halo and the Halo games and my history with Halo, how I feel about the new Halo game coming out, and basically just ramble about Halo for a little while. So sit back and let's go ahead and get into it. I first want to start off by giving you my background with Halo. I never really was an Xbox kid. I always played on PlayStation. My family always bought PlayStation, and we were just PlayStation people. I grew up on Jak and Daxter and Ratchet and Clank and Sly Cooper and that kind of thing. So, whenever I got an Xbox 360 in sophomore year, I had a lot of catching up to do, needless to say. So I started with, in the Halo franchise anyway, playing Combat Evolved, the remastered version, you know, where you could switch back and forth between the original appearance and the new remastered appearance. And then I played Halo 2 in its original form, and then I played about half of Halo 3, and then I picked up Halo 4, and I played a lot of multiplayer in that, but I never really got into the campaign, and I haven't played Halo 3 ODST, Halo Reach, or Halo Wars, but of what I hear, Halo Wars can pretty much be thrown out the window. It's kind of like playing Spartan Assault that came out in 2013. But, so that's where I am with the Halo games in my library, what I've played. And in general, just by my opinion, my novice, I'm not a professional Halo player opinion, I think that Halo 2 was the best game all around. Obviously, I'm in the middle of Halo 3, but I've kind of gotten a feel for it, and I know where it's going. Halo 4, it's made by a different company, 343. Obviously, the originals were made by Bungie, who made Destiny, just to connection for those of you that aren't Halo fans. They're all different things. So as far as the Bungie Halo games, the core games go, I think that Halo 2 is the best. Mainly because Halo 2 had the best campaign story-wise, I believe. Obviously, I can't speak for Halo 3 before you go ranting in the comments. But the way that Combat Evolves, the original first Halo games campaign works, is that it gives you background information and it introduces you into the world of Halo. Obviously, you've got the UNSC, you've got the Master Chief, the Spartans are, superhumans, and if you didn't play Combat Evolved, you wouldn't know that. And if you didn't play Combat Evolved, you wouldn't fully understand the Flood. You would have a hard time really grasping what Halo is. It's a super weapon, obviously, and the Flood are these little alien versus predator-like things. The little thing that go. It's that kind of thing that latches onto your face or a different body part, and it makes you into a Flood-controlled corpse, basically. And if you didn't play Combat Evolved, you would have trouble understanding that, or at least grasping it to its fullest potential. So I think that Combat Evolved was a necessary kind of game, and then Halo 2 really built on that, especially the way that the combat worked. You had the introduction of the dual-wielding system into the world of Halo. Obviously, on the box, you've got Master Chief holding up 2 submachine guns, and one of the most famous box arts of all time. That's another thing. Halo has some really awesome box art, but that's beside the point. I think that Halo 2 really develops the story between Arbiter and the Master Chief. So I think that Halo 2 definitely does the campaign right. And then as far as multiplayer goes, Halo 2 has got that in the bag. A lot of people like Halo 3's multiplayer. I've played it a good bit on the Master Chief Collection. And I'm a Halo 2 guy. I don't know. I like it. And I don't know how it was on the original Xbox. I can imagine the connection wasn't quite as great. But obviously the connection isn't great on the Master Chief Collection either. Oh, burn. But I do think that Halo 2 has done the multiplayer justice, and it definitely affected a lot of multiplayer games on down the line. But multiplayer is going to be an interesting component for the new Halo games. Obviously, when 343 took over and introduced Sprint, and it basically sped up the entire Halo series tenfold, with the introduction of a Sprint function. Halo 4 was a completely different beast as compared to the other Halo games. But I think it does it well, and it brings it up to the point where new players can be introduced that play Battlefield and Call of Duty and Destiny and all of these, newfangled, fast-paced games, and they can sit down and play a game of Halo and they feel like they're at home. Obviously, this might not be the best for the core fan base, the original guys that played Halo back in the day, but I think that it's a necessary evil, because if you want Halo to thrive in a society or in a gaming world that's so driven by fast-paced gameplay as today's society is, then you're going to have to kind of adapt it a little bit. And I think that whenever I was playing the Halo 5 multiplayer beta, I got into that, and it was pretty good, and I enjoyed it, and it was a completely different game than anything I'd played before in the Halo games. I think that they did well with it. Ultimately, I think that it might be disappointing to some people the way it feels, but Sprint changes the game completely. The damage model is highly based on that first headshot, much like all the other Halo games really are. But if you can get that first headshot and really pinpoint those headshots, you can nail some people and really rack up some of those medals. But it's going to be interesting this fall whenever it comes out. Halo 5 Guardians I'm talking about. And I pre-ordered the Legendary Edition, as I think I mentioned earlier. But if I didn't, I pre-ordered the Legendary Edition with the giant statue. You know, we still don't know what that's going to be, but I can't wait. And I'm really excited about that. But as far as Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach go, I'm kind of confused as to what Halo 3 ODST is, and if any of you feel like explaining it in the comments to me down below, I'd be greatly appreciative. Or I guess I could just go to Google, but that's too difficult. I can't wait to play the Halo 3 ODST campaign because it is coming to the Master Chief Collection. Because obviously when MCC launched, it was terrible. The connection for the multiplayer was terrible, and that was a big selling point for a lot of people when they bought the Master Chief Collection, just because the multiplayer for Halo is legendary. People adore that. And so when you screw it up with the remastered version of it, a lot of people get frustrated, so they're remastering another campaign that was probably going to be DLC somewhere down the line, but they're remastering it and giving it to us for free. So I'll definitely check out the ODST campaign, and it's going to fit well considering that I'm playing through Halo 3 right now on Xbox One. So hopefully by the time I get done with Halo 3, they'll probably be talking more about the release of that. It'll probably be coming sometime later this spring, but I'm hoping Halo Reach gets thrown in there too as some DLC maybe. But I never did play Reach or ODST, so I'm excited to play that on the Xbox One. And I can't wait to see how it kind of lines up and how they do, or 343 does, the Halo 5 Guardians game. Just because I'm not really sure how the campaign is going to go from where it left off in the Halo 4. So that'll be definitely interesting. And I think that there's a bright future for Halo, ultimately. It's one of those franchises that is a staple of the gaming world. Halo has always been there. It's always going to be there. And people love Halo. There are guys that just play Halo just like there are guys that just play Call of Duty. So I think that it's going to be pretty awesome whenever Halo 5 comes out, because we're going to get a glimpse of how Halo is going to shape up for the next years, where it's really headed and where 343 is going to take it. Because, you know, Bungie birthed an amazing child, they raised it into adulthood, and now 343 is taking it over, and it's like, we're going to take this ship sailing. So we'll just have to see how that goes, and really, I just can't wait to see where Halo is going to go from here. So there you guys have it. I hope you've enjoyed this new series I'm trying out on my channel. It's going to be every Friday, where I just kind of ramble about, you know, some kind of video game topic that I deem appropriate for the week, or that I feel like talking about, just giving you my thoughts on it. So if you enjoyed it, drop it a like down below and comment what you think about the Halo franchise. Is 343 taking it in the right direction? How do you feel about the Halo games? Which one's your favorite? That kind of stuff in the comments below. And share this video with your friends if you want to get them in on the discussion. Maybe talk about it around the lunch table. That'd be pretty awesome. And if you're new to the channel, please head over to the main page and check out some of my other content. I upload new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so there's always something new for you to check out here on Nerd with the Camera. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.